Welcome to the 2025 Venus retrograde awesomeness. Like all retrogrades, there's an aspect of Venus retrograde that slows you down, but not slows you down in terms of prospering, in terms of manifesting, in terms of all those things. It's more a pace setter for everything you do. So you're moving at a pace that feels more delightful, feels more luscious, is full of mindfulness. And what is that whole thing? Mindful and demure. Yeah. Very mindful, very demure, very, very abundant. So when Venus goes retrograde, which is happening right now for about, I think, 36 more days, it's about 40 days total. When Venus goes retrograde, we experience an interesting blanketing across our lives of the themes of Venus retrograde, which are love and beauty and everything to do with your income and abundance and all the things that you value and how you value yourself, self-love, romantic love. And people have a lot of associations with Venus retrograde, like people say, don't get plastic surgery during Venus retrograde, or don't do anything drastic to your appearance during Venus retrograde. Do whatever you feel compelled to do, because this is your journey. But the reason people say that is that you may not see clearly. You may be just so swept up in the magic of Venus retrograde that you go and do something and then realize afterwards that maybe you went too far, or maybe it wasn't necessary, or whatever it is. I say go full on and do whatever feels best to you. This time can be a time where you expand pleasure, you expand your life, you expand your income, like literally. Love, beauty, creativity, and income expand as you lean into this energy, making the most of the Venus retrograde. So this is going to span 2 planets. It's going to go retrograde through Aries and then Pisces. And the 2 are very different signs, very different energy. And so there may be sort of 2 phases to this as we move through it. The first, in Aries, is very much about the pursuit of your passions. You may be thinking about and making plans to, and even starting to pursue a passion, do something you've always wanted to do, reevaluate what you've been doing every day. If your life feels robotic, Aries has a lot to do with your ambitions. And so if your life feels very robotic, if you feel like you're just missing the mark, or things aren't exciting anymore, or you want a new job, or you've always wanted to pursue something and it's been left for a perfect time, you realize the perfect time is right now. This is a great time to make those decisions. Decisions are going to declutter your life. It's also a wonderful time to ask yourself, like, how am I pursuing things? Am I going full on with an open heart? Because there is this aspect of love. So are you approaching your dreams with an open heart, or with overthinking, fear, calculating, trying to strategize, and worrying and wondering, and worst case scenarios and best case scenarios, and all over the place? If that's you, take a breath and decide you're going to have new ways of operating that are more embodied. As you'll see as we go through this, and it won't be a super long video, but I really want to hit these points. Great time to work on your creativity, get out of your head, into your body, making life happen. This whole feng shui method operates on a creative basis. You create your life. The greater your creativity, the more you're going to manifest, and that will bring you all the best things in all ways. Then in Pisces, which is from March 11th, which is kind of soon, through April 12th, when the retrograde ends, this is possibly going to highlight more of your relationships, reevaluating, realigning, deciding, even your relationship with yourself, how you spend your alone time, how you spend time with the people you love, how you communicate with people, everything to do with how you come together. You may decide to end certain relationships, and you may decide to begin new ones. And all of this is going to be very, very grounded in looking more we'll say dynamically at your relationships. And again, how wholeheartedly you are showing up. So when you show up fully with all your genius, all your radiance, your big open heart, ready for whatever is in front of you, and you're present and you're grounded and you're feeling great, magic can happen. And that's what we're going to do in the feng shui today. So relationships become more intentional, clear, and meaningful. You clear out the bad vibes, you clear out the toxic stuff or stuff that's just toxic for you. It doesn't mean people are toxic, but you may have just a dynamic that doesn't work with certain people, and you realize, I'm going to reevaluate how much time I spend here. So relationships are going to become more intentional, clear, meaningful, conversations more open, more, again, wholehearted, big word, wholehearted. And this is going to be so enjoyable, so incredible. It can be a great time to really get to the bottom of relationship issues you've been having, if you've been having them. A wonderful time to think about how you can renew your relationship, reinvigorate it. And in feng shui, it's a time to get into your bedroom and really layer on the sensory richness. I was talking about this in the last moon video that we did, and talking about how you can create a signature scent for your house, or you can find one, or you can really bring in more texture, more color, more dynamics into your home, specifically into your bedroom, that make you feel. I want you to feel your bedding. I don't want you to just see it. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel your rug, especially in your bedroom. I don't want you to just see it. I want you to feel it. That doesn't mean it all has to be plush, or like my sweater right now. It doesn't all have to be plush and soft and like a teddy bear, but it is going to serve you really well if it is really aligned with you, with your partner, things that you look at and you just go, oh, I love this. I love this. You get an uplift, you get a hit. Make that the standard for everything in your bedroom. And you can make little upgrades. You don't have to do everything at once. You can do, maybe you get a new duvet cover, maybe you get a new blanket, maybe you get new pillowcases, little by little, all in the service of making this space even more luscious. The most important thing you can do is declutter your bedroom. That is the most important thing you can do. There's nothing that's going to make a bigger difference in your relationships, in your sleep, in your self-love than to declutter your bedroom. I am hot on this right now. It's a big deal. A lot of the stuff that accumulates in a bedroom, we have a lot of personal attachments to. So it can be more of a process, but let me tell you, there is nothing more rewarding than having just complete peace around you, spaciousness, room to really dream more. And especially when Venus is retrograde in Pisces, your dreams, the messages from your dreams are going to be so prominent. I've also mentioned recently, it could be a good time to get a dream journal, to get a little notebook, a little diary that you keep on your nightstand, and you write down your dreams and get messages from your dreams and see what your dreams are telling you and where you're being guided to move next. That's super powerful. Now, creativity is, as I said, it is your manifesting power. More creativity unlocks your full manifesting power. And this whole span of time, you can think about it from now all the way through spring. Creative awakening, the spring awakening as a creative awakening. This is going to multiply all the good in your life. So creativity could be a new hobby, a new study, a new set of recipes that you cook. It could be art projects that you do, DIYs. It could be deciding to renovate a space in your home. I do some creative projects that you see around you. So yes, creativity can be writing, can be dancing, can be singing, can be all those things, but also put your special signature on your space in some way. I don't care if you paint a flower pot or DIY a wall hanging art or something else. There are so many easy things to do that can just put a big exclamation point on your home and remind you of how creative and brilliant you are, because that is amazing. Now, money multiplies during this time when you love it. So really, if you want to get like the overview theme of all Venus retrogrades, is when you love something and you shower it with love, it will get bigger and better. And so evaluate your relationship with your money. How are you caring for it? Are you afraid that you won't have enough one day? Are you sort of hoarding it? Are you feeling nervous about it? Are you feeling like you're spending way crazy? You just need to reel it in. Are you feeling like you need to make more, or you just simply want to make more? You want to expand. Maybe you want to start something, again, that passion that's going to move you in a new direction. So really look at your relationship with money. Now, one thing you can do, and I talked about this recently, is to feng shui your wallet. I wish I had my wallet handy so I could show you this. I have a whole video on it on the channel. But to feng shui your wallet, the basics, step by step, is clean it all out. Clean it. Actually clean your wallet. Use whatever cleaner works for your wallet. Clean it all out. You want to make sure you have money in it. Often I get a golden bill. These are golden $100 bills. You can find all kinds of golden bills, and I stick it inside. I have one in my wallet. And you can also add a cinnamon stick. If you have a big enough wallet, you could stick it in there to energize your wallet. And then you want to really organize everything in your wallet. Make it really, really work for you. Now, the big thing is focusing on not what you don't have, but what you do, and making the most of what you do have. So again, this can be a wonderful time to evaluate, look at, root out the bad vibe stuff, any worries, fears. Create a financial plan during this time, and think about how you can invest. And most importantly, how you can invest in you, how you can invest money, time, energy in your self-care, in your personal growth, in your dreams, things that you've always wanted to do, travels you wanted to take. Really pay attention to this. It's a big deal how we invest. I have a friend I've talked about a lot recently who passed away very young and very suddenly. And I just thought to myself, she was very, very miserly. Sounds like a bad word, but it's the best way to describe how she was about her money. She saved every last penny, and like, good on that. But when she was really struggling and it was clear that she needed help and she needed things and she could have had a lot more joy and ease, she refused to spend her money. And then she was gone. Like, what's the point? So really made me think about all the ways that I could invest more in my own joy, and do that now, and do that with money, do that with time, do that with energy. And as I've been saying with a friend of mine, our slogan is, if not now, when? If not now, when are you going to do it? If not now, when? Find a way, make it happen. This can be a great time to expand your income as you connect to more purpose and bring your wholehearted, again, that word, wholehearted self to everything you do. You can expand your income in a big way. A little tip is to not watch the news, not talk to people about money, and just do your thing. That's the best thing that you could possibly do, because whenever you introduce all these fears, all these interferences, all these other things, you no longer are coming from your heart. You no longer are looking at how you can give more, how you can be of greater service. You start thinking about reacting to what's going on, being worried, thinking to the future, all these things that pull you off of that magnificent manifesting power that you have. So clear the decks and feng shui your wallet and clear out your bedroom and make it delightful, and think about all the things you're going to bring in, all the wonderful experiences you're going to have, the way you want to feel in love, the way you want to show up for everyone. And take this as a major time of self-love, and really almost a ridiculous level of self-love, like self-love that is unflagging, a self-love that never dies. If you are single, or maybe you're in a relationship, but it's not like the greatest relationship of your life, how do you dream of being loved? How do you dream of being unconditionally loved? If you're in a relationship where you are unconditionally loved, do you do the same for you? What does that feel like? What would that be like? How would you talk to yourself? How would you show up? How would you walk through the day? How would you treat people? Uh, how would you allot your time? What would you buy? What would you not buy? What would you do? What would you not do? This is the stuff that's going to change your life. So I'm a massive believer that more love makes just about everything better. And Venus retrograde is not here to give you some karmic lesson. It's here to help you multiply the big love, multiply the big abundance, multiply the beauty, multiply the joy everywhere. Be ultra creative, allow yourself to be free, and allow yourself to be wildly happy for no apparent reason. Just being here is reason enough. So thank you a million times over for being here. I hope you have the best Venus retrograde. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe, like the video, all the things. I don't say that often enough because I don't think about it often enough, but YouTube is really hot on this right now. And you won't see my videos if you don't like them. You won't see more of them, chances are. And so I'm like liking everything I listen to now on YouTube. Feng Shui School is open now for registration, for early registration. And if you want to learn to do this life-changing design, to create homes that make dreams come true, starting with your own, you do your own home and your own life in the 6 months of the training, it is open now. And if this is something that you wanted to do for you, if this is a passion of yours, if this is something that you just think would be wildly fun for your own personal growth, please feel free, get the details below in the description box. Reach out to me, book a call. And I love so much hearing from you. This is my favorite season of the year. Talk about open-hearted, wholehearted. This is it. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Happy Venus retrograde. And I will see you very soon. Bye, everyone.